In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the basic functions of the Arnett's Country Store site. So to start, you'll go to your URL, and at the end, you'll add wp-admin. This will take you to a login screen where you will put in your username and password, which I believe I've given you, but I can resend if you need that. And I'm going to go down the list of these things here on the left-hand side. And some of them are pertinent to you and some of them are not, so I will just go down the list and explain how they work. And these are the things that control and maintain your site. So everything you need to know is in this black column. Some of this is not going to be pertinent or helpful, so I will skip over it. But we will start with updates. This is all your plugins and the theme of your website are located here, and they occasionally need to be updated just to make sure that everything is functioning well on your site. This is something we take care of for you. We come in regularly and update those so you never ever have to worry about that if you don't want to. You're more than welcome to update the plugins on your own by selecting them and clicking update. You don't have to though. Posts, you are not currently using a blog on your site. So if you are changing your mind and you want to create a blog, let us know and we'll help get that set up for you. Media is where all your media is stored. And I can't tell, it looks like you might have already added some images yourself, and so you add new media through here or here. And you would go to add new, and you can drag files here, or you can select files by clicking here and then selecting something from your computer that you've already have saved. And you can also crop your image here. For your thumbnail, crop it, or you're not going to be using it for any of these other items, I don't believe. So you don't need to worry about that. You can edit the image here if you need to rotate it. These buttons will allow you to rotate the image, and then you would click save once you're finished. If you want to change the dimensions and make it smaller, then you can do that here as well, and it will automatically adjust for you and keep it proportional. And then anytime you make a change, you'll want to click save. And anytime you need to add media within a page or a product, it'll give you a prompt. You don't have to come to this actual media library section, but that's what's here, just so you know. There's a forms plugin for you if you want to create a contact form where people can contact you, but right now we don't have that, and then people can just email you or call you or whatever information we have on the site. I know for sure there's email. And your address and your phone number. So if you want to add a contact form, that can be added. And you let us know and we can help you. And under pages, there are two pages that you're using on your site. There's products and homepage. So on the products page, you don't have to worry about this at all. You never have to update this. Once you update products, and I'll get down to that in just a moment, it will automatically, because the shortcode is here, update this page. So you never have to worry about that. You may want to pay attention to the home page. This is everything that creates what's on your home page. So I'm going to go through each of these different sections on your home page and show you how they work and what's there. So if you'll see these little arrows, if I click here, it expands so I can see what's actually here. So I've got the page section title, and it says slider, and that's what is creating this first section. So in this first section, there's a revolution slider, and all that's appearing here is a shortcode. So if you want to change anything about the slider, that will be done through revolution slider, but it automatically updates as well, and I can't imagine that you would want to change it. So don't have to worry about anything there. So then if I can click that little arrow, it goes away. If I click this little arrow, then I can see this about section. So then I have come to about, and I can see all the words that are in this section here. So I can see whatever things I want to change and type here. You can change it, and then you just would click update. That's all you'd have to change here. If you wanted to change this heading, if you wanted to change this to link somewhere else, then that's an option for you. These things can be bolded or italicized. They can be left aligned or centered. They can be larger font. If you'd like, you can hyperlink to any page on your existing site or any product on your existing site. Or you can link it to any external site. So you would just type in or copy and paste that link here. And you can add a picture within a section. So if I wanted to add this Christmas cabin image, then I would just want to center it. So you just click on it and then you can center it, and then this little pencil means I want to edit it. I want to change the size. So let's make it full size, or let's make it small, or let's make it medium, or I can do a custom size. So as long as it doesn't go over the size, the full size image, I can make it, let's say 350. And then I say update. And if I decide I don't want it, I can get rid of it. And then any changes I make, I'd hit update. And there's really nothing else I think that you would want to change on the about section. The our products and collections, again, this is done through a short code, and it has all your products. So it has 6 products that show up there, and this will be automatically updated when you add products. So again, don't have to worry about anything here. The background image that you can see back here is added through, if you scroll down, the background image is right here. So you can either upload an image, or I can, if I want to change it, I would delete it, remove it, and then add another one. So you can see in the about page, if I wanted to add an image as the background, I would just click add image here. Or you can delete it, and then there is a background color overlay. So you choose whatever color you want, and then you can choose how opaque or transparent it is. I don't foresee you changing that, but that's how this is created here in the background. And if you do want to change it, you're more than welcome. So we'll go ahead and hit this arrow again so that goes up. Upcoming projects. I did update this for you. It looks like this is happening in April, so there might be another thing that you want to add here after April. So all I did to create this section was typed in whatever item I wanted to put here. So you would just type whatever you want. You'd make it heading 1, and that's what makes it this large font here. And then, like I showed you just a moment ago, I added a picture. So through add media, I just click whatever image, insert it onto the page, and then click on it, and you want to make sure it's centered, and then I want to edit the size. So let's say I want to make it really big, or you, like I said, you can do custom size, and then I got whatever link I was using. I'm wanting the image to link to, so that it was a Facebook page, a specific Facebook page, and I said link instead of media file attachment page or none to custom URL, and then I put that URL there, and then you would click update. But we don't want that there. Whoops. And then, so this becomes a link to that Facebook event. And this, I created more information about the show. Again, this is a link to that same place. So what I would do is I'd grab this link, Command or Control C. And then to create this, I said more information about the show. And what I did is I would highlight that information, click here, hyperlink, Command or Control V, paste, and apply. Then I want this information centered, and I'm going to format it as a button. And that's how it shows up as this button. Instead of just a hyperlink, it shows up like a button. So that's how you do that. And anytime you make a change, always come over here and click update on this page so that it shows up and you don't lose your work. So that's how that section is created, and you'll notice that that section on the home page has just a white background, so don't have to change it or add anything there. What our customers are saying is the next section, and in this section, if you don't want to change it at all, you don't have to. So what our customers are saying, this is that heading 1 that makes it have the large title heading. And also, if you'll look, it's white. This text is white on this page, and it's also under format, it's white text here. So if you do add any text to this section or any section with a darker background, like if you want to change the title of this, you'll want to make sure it's format as white text. But again, I don't think that you'll probably change anything there. And this is a Facebook feed, so this is just your Facebook reviews. So this will just automatically populate your Facebook views, and I'm not logged into Facebook right now. So you won't ever have to change anything here because you've already got your Facebook set up to upload those. So nothing that's done automatically. You don't have to do anything there. So moving on to this FAQ section. This is again on a white background, so you don't have to worry about anything with the white text. You don't have to worry about anything there. All you would need to worry about is this text. So it works the same way as those other sections. If you wanted to bold, italicize, align it differently, if you want to make it a button linking to an external site, like a UPS site or something like that, if you're going to ship a product, if you want to add an image here, add media. So all that's done the same exact way. And again, once you make changes, come up here and click update so that your changes are not lost. And you don't have to worry about anything in the background because it's just a plain white background. And you'll notice that in this what customers are saying section, this testimonial, it had a picture in the background again with that color overlay. So different color or the same color and the same opacity there. So that's where you would change that information if you ever wanted to. And that's everything. You do have this section down here, and I'll show you in just a minute how to update anything in this section. So that's your home page. That's everything on your home page. If you make changes, be sure to click update. Comments over here is if you had a blog, and those are disabled anyway, so you don't have any comments. Don't need that. I don't think we're using, and I'm going to leave this page. I'm not going to stay because I don't care about my changes that I made. I don't want them saved because they were just silly anyway. Not using food gallery. Not using staff members. You're not using testimonials because you're using the Facebook testimonial, and that is automatically populated from your Facebook, so you don't need to worry about this testimonial tab. Products. This is something you are using and you will want to think about. I think that you have already added some of these, so hopefully this is making sense to you and things are working well, but it looks like these are ones you've added more recently. It could be wrong, but if you just click on one, then you can edit this. Yeah, published on February 6th. So I think you have already got this. So you put the text here, just like you've done, copy and paste or write that text, put the title here, and set the featured image over here. And click update. So if you wanted to make any changes, you would do that through here and click update. If you wanted to add a new product, basically do the same thing by coming in, put your title of your product here, put anything about the product you want here, and then set the featured image by uploading files. Select them or drag and drop them and set featured image. And if you want to crop the featured image, well, I have to publish the thing first. So I'll show you how to crop it in just a moment. So then you click publish once you've created a new item. And looks like you've also utilized the draft function. So if I want to just go to quick edit, I don't have any more of this item, I need to take it off the site, you go to draft and then click update, and it will no longer show up on the site. But then if you get more in, then you can say published and then update. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh that page. And then if it's set as a draft, it won't be showing up on the page for people to buy it. And then you can change that. You can reorder these through reorder by dragging them wherever you want them. There's quite a few things on there, and then you'll scroll to the bottom and click update to reorder the products if you'd like to reorder them. But I think you've got the hang of it. Looks like you've added these on your own. But if you have questions, you can ask us. If you want to delete it permanently, you can click move to trash, and then it will show up in a trash folder right here. And if you want to restore it, you can restore it, or you can delete it permanently here. I think that's the main things with products. And like I said, it seems like you've gotten the hang of it. So if you want to crop the featured image, you should be able to I'm not sure that any of these are going to actually do what we want. If you find that your pictures aren't fitting right and things aren't looking the way that you want them to, you can let us know. But I think that button's not going to work the way that I thought it would. So that's everything with products. Like I said, add new can be done through here or through here. So we'll move on. Genesis is your theme. I don't think there's anything you need to change here. Appearance, we have 2 items to look at here, and that's widgets and menus. So we'll start with widgets, and this is where this information in your footer is located. So you have a visit us section with a map, and so you'll see it's also where the information in your header is located. So this wording here and then this menu. So you'll never need to worry about this unless you change the name of your store, and the menu is there, so I don't think you'll need to worry about anything there. In the footer, we have the map with the title. If you want to change the title where it says visit us here at the bottom, you can change that through the title. You can change it to whatever wording you want if you'd like. And then the map is already selected, so I can show you how to change the location on your map if you move locations and need to do that. And then this next section is called a visual editor, and this functions exactly like the product sections, the homepage sections, and it's all right here. It's all this stuff right here. So you'll see once I've highlighted this, it should all be white text. I guess it's not. But if you have a problem with the white text, you can let us know if you add anything here. So you've got, this is set as heading 2, so it's a little bit bigger than this other text. Then you've got your address. You've got your address, phone number, business hours, and your email. So this is linked by just adding the words mail to and a colon there. So if you need to change that email, you can edit it through here. If you need to change any of your business hours, and then you come down here and click save. And we have a social media menu here. But that's not how you change those menu items. You change those menu items through menus here. I want to make sure I didn't accidentally change anything. Nope, looks good. Okay. So on the social media menu, if you have a new form of social media that you want to add to the bottom, what you would need to do is come to custom links and click custom links. Then come over here, click this arrow so that I can see the URL and the link text. So I would grab this link text here and put it here. And then wherever it said Facebook, change it to whatever type of social media you want. As you can see, it's done for Pinterest and eBay below. And then you grab the URL for your specific page, whatever that might be, and that goes here. And you paste it there, and then you click Add to Menu. And then and you would need to change, you'd need to change Facebook to Twitter or whichever you copy and paste in both places. And then make sure you have the right link. And then you can rearrange this wherever you want it to go. But you don't want that, so you'll just remove it. And anytime you make a change, make sure to click Save Menu. So you also have the Home menu here. Once again, I want to make sure I didn't make any changes to the site. Nope. Okay. And these are all linked to just specific sections of your homepage. So when you click on this menu up here, it brings you down to that specific section. Don't foresee you needing to change anything here. If you want to just change the label on it, that's something you could change if you wanted it to say, instead of upcoming projects, latest news or whatever, and then click Save Menu. But don't change this URL because it's all set up to go to the right places. And if you end up messing with this and something goes wrong, again, you can always let us know and we'll help you get it put back correctly. Now, as I said earlier, plugins are what are used to create your site, and that's what all these things on the side are. They're plugins. If you want to add new plugins and mess around with your site, this is where you do that. I don't foresee that being something you're interested in. If you have questions about this, let us know. Under users, this is where you can go in and add a user or change your password. So come in here to where your username is, and then you can change your password here. You can generate a password or type a new one, and then click Update User. Make sure you copy and paste it. Make sure your password is really, really strong. I don't think you will need any of these items at all right here. So tools and settings, there's nothing that you're going to need. I don't think you're using custom fields. No, you're not using custom fields. SEO, that's not something you're going to be worried about too much. Facebook feed is what sets up your testimonials to auto-populate. So again, that's set up. Don't have to worry about anything there. Duplicator was used to launch your site. We're not using Foobox. Slider Revolution, this is where your slider is located, and it is all set up to go for it just to automatically populate when you add products. When you add a title and a description and a photo, it just automatically shows up right there. So again, nothing you really need to worry about here. If you want to change this to be something else, that's going to require a little bit of work, so you'll have to let us know. And if it's something we can help you do quickly, we can maybe help you get that changed. But again, it looks nice and works very well with your site as it is, so I don't foresee that being something you need to change or worry about. WordFence is a protective thing on your site so that we know if anyone is trying to hack or if there's been funky activity on your site, we get emails about it. Google Maps, this is where you can change the location of your map if you need to. So we would go to Manage Locations, and where it says Arnett's Country Store, I'd click Edit, and then you could just retype in your address here. So if you ever change locations, you would just put it in right there and scroll down and click Save Location. If you need to do anything more complicated with Google Maps, if you add a second location, you can add a location here by clicking Add a Location, and then you can give it a title, type in the address, and then save location, and then you would go to Manage Maps. Then you've got your footer map, and you'd click Edit, and that if you created a new location, it would show up here, and you'd select it, and then click Save Map. And then if you did end up adding a second location, you'd need to possibly change your zoom level on your map to be able to see both locations depending on how far away that they are. So that's everything. That's everything on your site, and that should help get you going. And if you run into any questions, please let us know. But I think that should be very helpful, and this should be a good resource for you. But of course, we're always available.